Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. Mother's Day 2022. Um, so I'm starting my page back up today for multiple reasons, but today is my actual, what I'm going to consider my Loc'aversary because my niece, shout out to the Naturally Nice, Nadira, she's a loctician in Atlanta. Best one. She's gonna start my locks when I get back down there. But she told me to stop sponging, and she said once you stop sponging, which was yesterday, then your lock anniversary starts that day. So mine starts today, Mother's Day, May 8th, 2022. So let me tell you some of the stuff that's been going on. I've been watching videos. I've been listening to my niece's fiance. Um, Shout out to the Neff who told me, start sponging it. He was actually the one that started her locks and started mine. Uh, with the advice of telling me to start sponging because my niece was giving me terrible advice at first. Just she had me cut my hair. It's like no, it wasn't terrible advice. It was needed, but my hair has been going through a lot since I lost my husband. I'm gonna, when I get to learn how to edit and all that stuff, I'm gonna show you some of my hair journey stuff. But I remember January 25th of, I want to say 2018, was when I went natural. And I had cut off pretty much all of my hair that was left. Nothing was permed. I hadn't had perm in years, but, what was like damage from getting my hair pressed out and everything. I had cut that off, and then, I was going through my transition, and my husband was right there with me, observing and, looking and, some things he approved, some things he just, he didn't disapprove of anything. It was just, some people you can read their face and they might not want to say whatever. I would love to know how he would feel about my hair now, but so yeah, I went natural. I'll show some of those pictures. And then, I lost my husband, which blew our life up. And I went through one of those hair things that people go through when they go through a trauma, I would say, of any type. But mine specifically was the loss of my husband. So I did take the clippers to my head. Eventually. That wasn't what I did at first. I think I had rocked some braids. Like I would even say plaits, because I couldn't braid, so it's like I plaited my hair. I had like individual plaits. I look back at those pictures, like if I'd have left them in just like that and let them lock, Lord knows where they'd have been now. That was in 2018. I didn't know what to do with my hair. I didn't know what to do with myself. Not much has changed now, but I am trying to see where my hair kind of takes me. So what happened? I ended up cutting my hair first and saving it in a bag because, that hair to me was like sacred. That was my hair that like my husband rubbed his hands through and whatever. So I got that hair saved and it's in a bag. And then I got this cute little haircut and it was cute. I rocked it for a little while. And then I started going through something I've been going through like my whole life. It's just picking in my hair. I'm a hair picker. From a little girl, I would like do all kind of. One day I'll make a video of all the weird stuff I used to do with my hair when I was a kid, but always did stuff when I used to get what do they call not micros. I would like plait up. It was like they would be like the half and half. But by the time I would finish messing in them, it would be I would plait them and unplait them and plait them and unplait them. And like my husband would always tease me about it, and then it would be my hair, and I'm twisting and untwisting, plaiting and unplaiting, and I'm constantly in my hair. It's like a OCD thing or something. I have no idea, but anyway. So cut off my hair, rocked that for a little bit, started picking in it, ended up picking a bald spot right about in the center somewhere. I'm gonna say up here because I was like obsessed with this non lump in my head that I thought was there but wasn't there. And, I obsessed over that for a while, and then ended up rubbing a spot there. And then I had rubbed so many spots in my hair, stressing over just the time of, trying to adjust to this new life that was forced on me. And I went through a lot of hair challenges. So I ended up taking the clippers to my head. And I mean, the baldest that you can get without a razor, without a straight razor. The lowest clipper you can get, I think it was like I want to say a pass a 1A or a 1 is like the when you take the guard off and just go for it. I was there. And I rocked that for a while. I felt my most comfortable in that. I don't know why. I felt my most comfortable in that. And let me get something to drink, y'all. Hold up. And I rocked it. I rocked it for a while. And my family got used to it. I know they didn't love it, but they adjusted. That I rocked the longest, but then somehow I found a way to pick at my now scalp. It's like, dude, what the hell is wrong with me? It's like now I'm picking at my scalp. So pick at my scalp, whatever. And it's like I got obsessed with like that swirl. Oh my God, my kids could tell you. If they care to put comments in here, yo, I would let them go in on me on the comments, because the stuff that I did with my hair, and still do, it's ridiculous. And my niece, and my granddaughter, oh my God, the stuff that she could tell you, Jesus. That poor baby. I would have her like taking the camera and recording the top of my head so I could see what's going on over there, so I could see what spot to pick at. Oh, it was so bad. Because it was always bad, but it was like when I lost my husband, it was like everything that was bad got worse. So it's like if I had an OCD, that got worse. I know I had, I think everybody got anxiety. And I think everybody got a little bit of anxiety. Never had depression. But I had, what's the thing when people can't focus? Jesus. The one when they can't focus. ADD. I had that, and I only had issues with it, when I was in school and stuff like that. But, like, in everyday life, I didn't. Now I do. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't remember the purpose of me bringing that up. I'll probably edit that part out. But anyway, going back to I was saying that, all the things, like the OCD or whatever. So everything I had has just gotten worse. With going through this grieving process that I'm still very much in, and I think will forever be in. But this video is about my hair, so we're going to keep it on that. So, so I shaved the hair. And, after realizing that, nobody's head is perfect, even mine, and, realizing that I couldn't do a shape up to shape the curvatures in my head that I didn't like. So weird. I'm like, I can't, like, girl, you can't shape your scalp up. Like, you can't do nothing with that. Once I realized I couldn't go no further, I started playing with the idea of letting my hair grow back. So I started just trying to let it grow back, and then it was like I was just rocking it, and then I would cut it off, and I would just let it grow back, and I would cut it off, and then it would start growing back, but I would pick a bald spot in it, which would cause me to cut it off again. So I went through that for probably about a year, because I only rocked the bald head comfortably. I can't really say for sure. I had to like look through pictures to timeline anything, but anyway, okay, so where was I? The bald head. So anyway, I started letting it come in. Actually, for my birthday, my family, we went down to Florida. Shout out to LT, because I don't want to say the name of the place that we stayed, because I don't know how all that stuff work on YouTube. But shout out to LT, where we stayed for my birthday. And my niece started playing. She had just really started her locks, which was cute. And they were short and they were cute. And I was like, okay, I could kind of see that look. We actually started my mom's locks because we took, that's crazy, damn. We started my mom's locks because we took out her braids. Meaning my niece. Somebody on the video was like, why she keep saying we? I'm cracking up. Because I know my family. We meaning yeah, I'm high. So, that's okay. That's okay. So that's why my eyes is like getting lower and lower. So let me bring the camera up so I can look up. But and that's why I'm drinking. So, I don't think I ain't brushed my teeth. I did. It's my mouth getting dry. So anyway, meaning my niece, took my mom's braids out, which my other niece up here in Philly put in. Shout out to my other little hairdresser. I gotta see if I'm gonna tag their names in these videos if it's okay for them to get their shout out. But I'm just gonna say MK, who did my mom's hair in Philly and had her parts according to how her hair is, was able to take it with, the hair thinning that she had or whatever. So she technically, okay, niece in Atlanta, naturally nice. You might got some competition. We might have to bring her in on this. My niece MK up here technically set them parts off for them locks. That's just coming to me now. So anyway, so yeah, she did my mom's hair. We took it out for, on my like after my birthday or whatever. And I think my niece was just going to like wash it and whatever. And for some reason, I got to ask my niece like the whole story of how we got to locking my mom. But she was like, Grandma would actually like start locks from here. Like I remember the conversation going somewhere like that. And I'm like, yo, like that'd be dope. Like just like that, like she ain't got to do nothing else. She was like, yeah, like right here. So she literally started them that day. And I'm going to put a picture of my mom locks in here now. My mom locks is like slamming on everybody. Like I told my mom I'm so jealous. Like she's my motivation. I'm like, no, you're not going to outshine me. Like I'm going to get to these locks. So I went through a lot of hair changes. So I guess y'all know this is now turning into a hair page. Okay? That's what it is. Well, it's going to be like I see another little YouTuber, cute little young girl that I watch. Like she said, well, this is my page. This is going to be about what I want it to be about. So this page is not about anything particular. It's just my perception of life. So anywho, right now, this is a hair page. So when I get clearance from everybody that I can shout out anybody's YouTube page or business cards or any stuff like that, I'll drop all that stuff in the boxes, description boxes, or all that stuff. I got to get back in my YouTube mindset because I have not done it in a while. My little 40-something subscribers is probably going. But anyway, back to this hair stuff. So hair shaved, picking in it, is starting to grow back like a little low something. I told my niece I was going to let it grow back just enough so she could dye it. And then I got oh, God, we're going to put these pictures up, I know. First dye was, I think, blonde or some kind of weird blonde. And it was, like, exact to my tone. So it looked like I had, like, a complete bald head. Or, like, a stocking cap on. Like, it was like, no, that was just not it. So that color ain't work. So then we threw like red, what was supposed to be red on top of it, but that ended up coming out like pink. Then we threw something else on top of it to make that pink more red. And I rocked it while we was down there in Florida, and then we came up and we was in Atlanta. As soon as I got back to Philly, where everything is dark for me, I went right back dark. I just put a black joint in my hair now, rinse. But I had put another one in when I had much less hair. So I had a couple grades that I put that black rinse over. It might have been a dark brown. And then to get that, no, I'm sure it was black, to get that red out. So I did that. I got that color out. And I've been just rocking that and, my hair as it came in. Until just a couple days ago. Well, I'll get to the other thing I did. So from there, when my hair started growing and I put that rinse in, I kind of just was keeping it like a low cut. Like it was like I couldn't cut it with the clippers because I would for sure mess it up. So I didn't cut it with the clippers. I just let it grow. And if I ever got a bald spot in it, I would just take it down again. But after a while, I just got off the bald spot because it actually got bad. Because I'm lying when I said I ain't take a razor. Yeah, I did end up using razor like on certain spots because it kind of got obsessive. It was bad. It was like like one of them, I think like eyebrow razors. So it's not like a straight razor. It's like one of them eyebrow razors. I don't think they got the same sharpness, but I don't know, whatever. Anyway, I was taking that and it was that swirl. Oh my god, y'all know the swirl. Everybody got it. That swirl that your hair, you know what I mean, where your hair start looking the back of a baby's head and looking the back of anybody's head that I guess didn't brush it out or whatever. Usually guys. And you'll see that swirl or somebody with a little haircut. That swirl was like annoying me in every sentence. And I would say to my niece, like, yo, that swirl, she was like, yo, everybody got it. Like, stop worrying about it. Oh my God. My niece is gonna be bidding on this video. She's like, everybody got the swirl. Don't worry about the swirl. But I still obsess over that swirl. But I'm definitely getting better. I actually had to pray about this because it's bad, dude. It's bad, bad, bad. I gotta have OCD about my hair. So, anyway, after about 95,000 pep talks with my niece about my hair, oh my God. She'd be a millionaire if she could get paid for all the times I would call her like niece. Listen, about the middle of my head, she'd be like, oh my God. Yo, I love her so much. That's my baby. She's so crazy. So anyway, the hair, I started letting it grow, but then it would be like a bald spot. So it would be like I had hair and it would be a bald spot. So then we was going to try to start doing the lock thing. How long ago was that? I don't know. I'll find it. A couple months ago, we tried to do it. But she came over and she was like, no, like, I can't really do nothing with it because it was, like, growing a lot in the back. And then, like, not so much in the top. And then, you know, my whole swirl area is always the lowest area. Is literally the lowest area of my hair now. So she came, she gave me a cute little cut, and I rocked that. And so kind of from that, like, she cut it low, but she left, like, just, like, that little bit of the front where it was kind of, so it wasn't all the way low, where it's like she was taking me all the way down. So leaving that little bit in the front was kind of encouraging me to keep my hair going. Because it was like, if I went down the low again and be like, all right, I'm starting from scratch. Like, you know, they said on Martin, you know, come on back over to scratch. I wasn't trying to go back to scratch. So I left the little joint, like a little Jeff haircut back in the day, right? So I was just rocking it and, you know, putting stuff in it to try to, like, rush to grow. And then, I don't know, after a while, it grew and grew and grew. And it was like, okay, well, what can you do with my hair? And she was like, I can't do nothing with it. I'm like, what? Like, you know how much it's killing me to not touch my hair, and you telling me you can't do nothing with it? She's like, I can't. And then my daughter chimes in. I want to show her out, but I don't know if she want me to connect her because she got a little YouTube buzz or whatever. And I don't know if she want me to show her page out because she might say, Mom, you corny. I don't want nobody linking me to you. So, you know, I got to get the shot. I know my niece want me to do it because she's a loctician in Atlanta. And somebody going to tell somebody because we going to get this page buzzing because we going to take my whole hair journey on her and my YouTube page. And, you know, I'm going to be going around with her, getting her little buzz stuff and putting it on my page and whatever, just to, however I could get her circulated, you know, with that. Love to do the same thing for my daughter, but my daughter, you know how daughters is, you know. That's all I got to say. You know how daughters is. They think their mom don't know nothing. So, you know. Anywho, back to what I was saying, which was, let me get back. Well, my hair is growing, and with lots of coaching from Nadira, I finally started to leave that middle alone a little bit. So now we down in Atlanta, me and my mom, we in Atlanta, and we in the RV or whatever, and my nephew, he starts telling me about the sponge thing. And then when he said that, I pulled up this video. All this happening, we sitting, me, him, my niece, smoking, and we were smoking, of course. And, you know, you smoke, you think. So it's like I pull up this video of this girl. I don't remember what her name is. If I could find her, I give her the credit. But I just watched her like sponge her hair, and I was like, yo, I never noticed that if you like put a conditioner or some kind of moisture in your hair and swirl it with that sponge, that it makes this basically. I didn't know that. Like, I guess the world knew that. I'm slow to the game. I always had hair, so I never had this sponge. I guess hair is for, getting the look you want with a little bit of hair. But anyhow, once she showed me that, I'm like, okay. My niece will tell you, the very next day she came and she's like, why your hair look like you got a little texture to it? Because she peep everything with hair. She's like, got a little texture to it. I said, yeah. When my nephew told me, because you ain't tell me, and I'm going to say it again, you ain't tell me. When my nephew told me to sponge my hair, and like how to sponge my hair, because I sponged my hair so wrong. I was like sponging my whole hair in like one direction. So it was like, I guess eventually it ended up doing something, but he was like, you got to do sections. So he gave me the game on that. So he's like, the sections, and then I watched the girl video, and then he was like, he said do it dry, which was cool. So I did the dry, but then she was doing it with conditioner. So it was like, I kind of had to fill out my own thing for my hair. So I have my times when I do it dry, and I have my times when I do it with stuff in it. It's getting more of just stuff to give it a less crunchy texture, so I can let it go ahead and do what it's going to do, because my niece told me it's time to start sponging, which is why y'all getting this video today, because this is officially my lock anniversary or LocAversary. So yeah, that starts today. So we gonna remember May 8th, 2022. Conscious Widow started her locks. So anyway, back to this. So my nephew tells me to do it, so I start sponging, and little by little I'm learning. I'm buying different sponges. I'm buying bigger ones, smaller ones. The other side wasn't quite ready for me yet because I ain't have enough hair, so I was just like probably overly sponging. But being finessed, if you will, with fake locks, which is what I'm saying. I'm saying it was like fake locks because what happened is it was a buildup of the, product. It was product buildup. So it was like I'm putting all these different things in here to like try to make my hair stay hard, because if it's hard, not hard like a brick, but like, crunchy at least, it's going to keep me out of it. It's like I have to do things to keep my hands out of my hair. So it was like I was constantly getting like some kind of gel or some kind of sponge or aloe or something that was going to harden up to kind of keep me out of it. Ain't work, by the way. It would everything for me is like a temporary fix. Like now I'm literally forcing my hands out of my hair because I have to, because I'm getting to the point that I gotta leave it alone, because it's getting to the point it's going to lock if I don't touch it. But it's like if I stay in it, it's going to keep, unraveling and all kind of stuff. So it's like at this point I got to be comfortable rocking it just like this, or putting a hat on or whatever, which I think is fine. We'll get into that. This is supposed to be a short intro video, but it was so much to catch up with my hair. But I'm not going to go past 30 minutes. But anyway, so I started sponging it when my nephew told me, and then my niece was like, yeah, just use rose water. Rose water kind of worked. And as I started getting with videos, she told me to use aloe. Aloe did really work, like the actual plant. I would use, recently I used like this rice water, and I just use everything. Anything to give it moisture, I was using that. So then I found this hair thing. It's like this hair wax stuff, but it was a gel. And I used gel to harden my hair, so it was a color. So I go to do that, and it's like, it gave me like this blonde and gold is supposed to be, whatever. And it was like cool for a second, but I don't like bright colors because they make me stand out, and I don't like to be seen, if that makes sense. I don't. So I ended up, that it started to be like a lot of buildup. And then I noticed when I started washing my hair, because this is before I saw that people were saying to put a stocking cap on, I was washing my hair just straight up. So it's like some of these actually like would not come out. Like I ain't try, but it was like, they was like in there. I'm sure if like my niece worked on it, it would come out. Of course, that's not the goal, but it's not lock, but it's locking. And then there's some that like when I wash out, it's like kind of like on top of my head now, like it's like a little bush. All that is fine because that's all a part of that process that everybody keep telling you to trust. I'm gonna try not to say all those words because they not cliche. They actually are factual, but everybody else's video is going to say those words. So I'm gonna stay away from those words like trust the process and, you know, anything that's going to, you know, get irritating to hear after a while because it's like, you know, your locks are not going to look like everybody else's. You know, all that kind of stuff. You know, do's and don'ts. Of course, we're going to go through that. But it's like, I'm just going to take you through what worked for me, what didn't work for me, and stuff that I saw on videos that kind of made me go another route. So, I think where I am now, to kind of land the plane, is my hair started growing after the, you know, sponging. We came back up to Philly for a while. And since I've been up here, I just been sponging. I've been sponging and sponging and putting stuff and trying stuff, but my hair has grown in. My niece has sent me a video because that's what I said. Well, because I was trying to like lock down when this Loc'aversary is supposed to be so I can like actually know when to like consider my lock started so I can kind of train myself to keep my hands out of my hair, basically. That's basically what it is. And she was like, well, I started my Loc'aversary when I stopped sponging my hair. She was like, I've been told you stop sponging your hair, but I was like, I don't have enough, I thought, to stop sponging my hair. So I said, send me a video of when you stop sponging your hair. Now, she had much more hair than this, but she had, like, where I am now, I could definitely stop sponging. So I'm actually have retired the sponge. I threw them all in the trash except for one. Just one. And then the one that I didn't throw in the trash, I like put in the back room up on a shelf. That's like, it would be so extra for me to go over there. I would have to really need it. And I would only need it, I would imagine, when my middle grows in enough that I would start sponging if need be. I don't know if, you know, I'll be to that point. But other than that, I can't see me needing a sponge. But if I ever do, I ain't trying to go buy another one. So all others are in the trash. I put this black rinse in my hair, and one of the ones is supposed to cover the gray, but I think I saw a gray up in here somewhere. But I put this black rinse in my hair. I rinsed that out. I put this orange deep conditioner in my hair to make sure I got my hair deep conditioned. I put this grow grease on my hair, in that spot especially, but then I put it all over my head. I didn't put Wild Grow in because that's an oil. And then I put, what was the last thing it was? Oh, this rice water aloe vera concoction that I bought at the store. I don't know what the name of it was, but I bought it. It's like an anti-itch thing, and it worked, but my hair's still itching, so I might have to put a tea tree something in it. I don't really want to. The smell, that's a whole nother story about tea tree. I mean, I could really do a story. I'm going to do a story time about that. Yeah. And tag my daughter in that, because they got a lot to do with her. Pine soil. Anyway, inside joke. So, yeah, I think I got enough hair now to stop sponging. So, I'm officially done sponging. So, my niece said I could just pretty much get up and go at this point, sleep with my cap. So, I got, like, the main thing I use. I don't even know where it's at. Right? Oh, here we go. This, I don't want to put the name up here, but this... Let me hide this tag. This is one of these sweat caps or dry sweat joints or something. And it's like, because I'm a head sweater. So, put this on my head so, you know, I don't really sweat it out. But it's like, if I put another one on my head, I got like the thing that's for the locks. It's way down here that I'm nowhere near. I guess I'm going to grow into it. But, yeah, I'm trying to get all the stuff to do right so I can get my hair to lock and grow. And connect with me and me with it and all that good stuff. So, where I am now is everything's in my hair. I twisted everything. Got it all soaked in. I'm not putting, no more oils in it. So, you see where my hair is now. Probably see a little dark from the dye. But you see a little couple ones just trying to do whatever. And I can tell you all of these, I think all of these unravel. All this unravels when I wash it. The back, well, I'm in my dad's car, so it's cool. The back of my hair, I don't know if y'all can see it. I don't know what it look like. I gotta review this video before I post it. But the back, that's pretty much how I'm gonna rock it. And then she said, like, because right now, what am I doing? All my hair, when I was sponging it, I was going this way. So I'm just doing the same thing with my hand. Just to, like, loosen it up during the day or whatever, so it's not like bedhead. But yeah, how this is how this is. So whatever's going on over here, same thing. In the back. And then here's my problem spot right here. Let me see. Can you see that? I'm in the mirror. Okay. This here is my problem spot. So I like, this is where the alleged swirl is that bothers me so. And I think the swirl in all human beings, my niece be like, every human being has it. I think it goes this way. But it bothers me and I go this way. Or it goes this way and it bothers me and I go the opposite way. Whatever. But I was always rubbing in the opposite direction and I rub my hair out. So now I've gotten to the point that I don't rub my hair out. By the grace of God. And that's for real. So these spaces where my hair is not exactly filled in, I have to let grow in. So I really got to stay from over there with the sponge. So there's no need to sponge where my hair is not doing much. So I got this grow grease. And I also got a pineapple sponge cap. I hope y'all can see my whole hair. But I also got a pineapple sponge cap. So, I think that was a good show to say where I started on this today. Remember back in the day, we used to worry about BDBs. Shit, BDBs is what it's about, man. We embracing them BDBs. Shout out to the family. Embrace them BDBs. They ours. That's the strength. The strength is in our hair. Alright, so right there, that's the problem spot. So we're going to watch the evolution of the problem spot. We're going to do a little segment called the evolution of the problem spot. And I'm going to let y'all know products that I put in for the week. What I didn't put on. I got that little pineapple cap that I'm going to put on. So it's like, it kind of covers the rest of my head and like only like that part is exposed. You can open the hole a little bit, but it'll be just enough exposed so I can put stuff on it. My goal is to have my niece be able to lock my hair without putting any, what they call it? Any, what they call them things? Extensions or anything on it. Installation. You know what I'm talking about. That stuff. My goal is to have her, when I do my, what they call it? Your first lock or retwist. When they do that, when she does that for me, I want it all with my hair. That's my goal. So it's like, have I got to wait? Have I got to wait? And at this point, at the point where I am now, where I'm not sponging anymore at this point, there's nothing for me to do but to rock out. I'm not going to put water on it because I did see a YouTuber say that she had 4C hair, which I don't have. I think I had 3A. No. 3C? I feel like I had 3C. I can't remember now. I used to know all that stuff. But, she said she was putting water on. She said she thinks she was listening to YouTubers saying put water on it too early because her locks went through like a strange formation. Like they're fine now, but it's like they went. I think the hair was like the water was like shriveling up her hair, causing her locks to like separate and form differently or whatever. So I don't want that. So I'm not going to be big on water. Once my locks are completely formed, and matured, yeah. Then I'll put water on it to like keep it moisturized. But like at this stage, I'm not putting no water on it. So that's my first set of advice from what I saw. I'm gonna do a whole thing because it's not nobody really out there with a short, starter lock information. So that's gonna be my lane. because I got short starter locks. Why would I start in a long lock lane? So anyway, that's where we are. Anybody want to take this lock journey on me? Like, subscribe, comment down below. Tell me any content you want to see. This is an open forum. I'm going to talk about whatever that y'all want to talk about. Whatever than that, if y'all ain't giving me nothing y'all want to talk about, I'm just going to talk about my hair for now. So that's where we at. Definitely going to post this video. I'm going to get back home and post it. And not quite an editor yet, but I want to get to that page, so to that point on this page. So I'm going to sign off right now. This is where we are. Day 1. First day. LocAversary. Holla at your girl. No grays right now. Probably be something by the next video. Yeah, but we gonna watch this page grow. We gonna watch these locks grow. Conscious Widow. Signing out, y'all. Happy Mother's Day. May 8th, 2022. Peace. Blessings.